what we're trying to do with Omnichannel is actually to address the situation that you can see here. And this is that you have a physician who you're trying to reach, and that physician is getting all kinds of noise, all kind of disjoint noise about messages, branded and unbranded, disease awareness, messages coming from medical affairs, messages coming from commercial, market access, other teams, and just all this noise coming from not just one company, but all companies that are really quite distracting and not very pleasant experience for the HCP. So what is it we're trying to do? We are really trying to meet what Omnichannel really is supposed to be about. It's really supposed to be an activating, motivating journey that is really driven by the HCPs, the clinicians' interests, to really actually meet them where they are, bring them content that's contextualized, that actually takes them on a journey, that takes them closer to actually understanding where and when and in which patients to use the products that you're talking to them about. So this is a really important part of what it is we're trying to create with Omnichannel. So, and what's exciting is that I think that medical affairs and commercial should be working in sync with each other to create these omnichannel journeys, because in the digital space, with the digital revolution, a lot of the content that we're trying to engage physicians on can actually be presented in a much more engaging, enticing, illustrative manner in which there's better attention and there's better retention. And you can see here in this example, Springer has produced some really nice ways of communicating clinical data. So a new publication comes out, you can embed a video, you can have a one-page infographic, as we can see here, that can be seen, scroll down on your mobile device and take a look at this. Embedded in here could be a video from the lead authors. You can also have a patient perspective. You can have pull out some really meaningful graphs and show some really good trends in the data. And you can do all that in a very engaging way. So what I think is we should be looking at this as an 80-20 principle, whereby we create really strong clinically driven content and brand message driven content, if it's commercial content, that the physician can engage with on their own time. They can use their digital channels, their mobile technology to reach that content at their own convenience, on their own time, answer 80% of their questions, and then guess what? When they get to that last percentage where they really want to have a conversation and really interrogate that data to the point where they can actually make a clinical decision to use the product, that's when they reach out to a sales rep or an MSL, field reps, to have that conversation, which then becomes much more engaging. It's driven by the physician. It's a much more rewarding and constructive conversation, and much better use of pharmacy time in terms of creating the content, and also prepping your field staff and your MSLs to have that conversation. So here's the 80-20 principle, which I think we should be living by. And here's a concrete example, because we are supposed to be hybrid heroes, so we're supposed to have shown that we've actually done this. As an agency here at Anthill, we've actually created really strong hybrid engagement journeys for physicians that really build a lot of excitement, curiosity, and anticipation for, in this case, a Congress. So you start before the Congress, you start to really engage them with the type of clinical data that's already in the public domain that's going to get them excited about that Congress, for the new data that's going to come out, the new guidelines that are going to come out, whatever it is that you want them to be excited about. Then you continue that journey during the Congress. You have the medical affairs and you have the commercial teams at the booth. You have the presentations themselves, which have embedded QR codes where they can reach out and get the deep dive on the data, but then get the real clinical application from the presenters at the Congress. And then you continue that seamless journey, again, driven by the HCP's interest after the Congress. What was it that really excited them about the data? What piqued their curiosity? What is relevant to their clinical practice that they can then come back to you and really ask those questions? So here you've really created an omni-channel journey driven by the physician's interests, but really orchestrated by the pharmaceutical company to really get across the information you want to and really build a positive experience for the HCP. And we know that basically that HCPs who have a positive experience with a pharmaceutical company, whether it's through their face-to-face engagement or whether it's through their digital journeys, such as an omnichannel, a hybrid kind of journey, that they are actually more likely to prescribe that pharmaceutical company's product. Why is that? Because physicians are human. They're moved by emotions. And if they have a positive experience where their clinical information needs are met, they're going to feel good about that product. They're going to think about it at the right time for the right patient, and your product will perform better.